Alright guys, it's a pretty nasty day out in Florida right now. About 60, low 60s and rain all day. I figured I'd make a video just showing you one of my tackle boxes, one of the main ones I use for tournaments and whatnot and just everyday fishing. One of the boxes, I use a smaller box for my everyday fishing, but it's basically a smaller version of this. This is what I use for mainly tournaments. And some of the stuff in here I just have in here for saltwater, but I just haven't had a chance to take it out, like these jigs I just threw in here. But a lot of this bait is either from Mystery Tackle Box or just baits that I've ordered that I want to try out. Either try out or baits that I know work. And these are some Zoom baits that I got. I have my buzz baits and some jig skirts in there. One of the main things I normally stick with is, I don't know if you can see, I have this stuff in the bag, but it's the JJ's Magic Chartreuse and the red one. I don't know the name for that color. Keep that in a nice bag. Don't want to get into my tackle box. Alright, let's start out with the first drawer. And some of my baits I've actually taken out and just cleaned off. But this is just mainly what I have in here right now. I have some from Mystery Tackle Box. Have some more buzz baits. I have my one of my frog assortments. These are my topwater frogs. I got some more frogs below that I use for sinking. This is one of my nice topwater bait I use for the ponds around here. I have another one that's more of a bluegill, and then I have a G2 that I don't have in here. And those are what I use for around here. But these small ponds that we have lots of bluegill, and that's the main species to use. Next drawer is pretty much just dedicated to Biospawn. They've done a very good job of making baits, and I just love their baits. And normally whenever I try out a bait, if I don't like it, it normally gets out of my tackle box pretty fast. Biospawn baits, if anything, I have to restock. As you can tell, my Exo stick, my favorite one, which is the green pumpkin, is almost out. I have the gold and the red one. As you can tell, I use more of the gold than I use the red. Okeechobee Crawl, my favorite one. And then my other favorite one, green pumpkin, as you can tell, is pretty low. Plan on restocking Exo stick for sure. Get some more pros. I also want to try black. The green pumpkin's good, but I want to try black down here. It's the main go-to color down here in Florida. And then I got the plasma tails over here, the green pumpkin ones. And then of course all my punching gear up here too. Some hooks and just swivels I got. The next one, this is just an assortment. I mainly have my punching gear, my jigs on here, and some spinner baits. Mainly just stick to Biospawn on all of them, as you can tell. Got the Okeechobee Crawls on these and the green pumpkin. Those are my go-to down here. I want to get some Biospawn, the red Viocrawl, because I got actually a black jig skirt, and I want to try that since natural colors down here are like a black and red for the crawfish. And then I got the Berkley, don't remember the name on these, but they do pretty good. I got this color, and then another bait I actually have in here. But I mainly just keep this in my saltwater box, but I use this out here too. This is a Draper Soft Plastics Swarm Series. One of my favorite baits to use. I'm actually getting some more, so I'll have more in this box of Draper. And this is the other color that I like to use. Got these frogs on the brand. They're probably going to get kicked out because they're being replaced by my Draper frogs, Draper Soft Plastics. This fog, I've actually used it a lot, and as you can tell, it looks brand new, and it works. So that's why I'm get rid of those. And then I got my Cinco, some torn up ones in here. And then Cinco, the watermelon, chartreuse shell. And when I'm not using my Biospawn, because as you can tell I got some Biospawn worms in here too. When I'm not using my Biospawn, I'll switch over to these. Mainly when I run out of my pros, because these have a nice sinking rate, and the pros also have a nice sinking rate. And when I don't have my pros, I normally switch to these, and then I run the XTs just because I like how fast they sink. And then here's just extras over here that if they don't work out or whatnot, or if I'm just switching off because I have a Biospawn in here. Probably when I was switching off, try something else, but I have it dyed the JJ's Magic. This is just a regular green pumpkin. I have another one in there. I just switch it off every once in a while to see what's working, what's not. Has some Berkeley Havoc pit bosses in here, some smaller ones and some bigger ones. I actually had these on my trailer, and Biospawn, their baits actually did a little better, so I kicked them off. And then my last shore is I got a lot of Skinny Dippers, a lot of Berkeley Havocs, and then the rest is all Stanley. Well, I wouldn't say all Stanley because I got some other, I think Rage Tail, these babies. And but yeah, it's mainly just Stanley bait. I like these worms. They have good action on the tail, and then their tail is buoyant, so they normally go down head first, and you can really dye the tail with the JJ's Magic. And these things, man, when all else fails, those normally do pretty good. Actually discovered them through Mr. Tackle Box. I used one in a tournament and caught a nice fish on it, so they're my bait in there that I normally at least try if I'm not doing very good. And then this is one of their other baits. I think it's a bug is the name of it. This one I haven't used yet, but I want to use on my jig trailers. But I used it regular, just hooking it. Actually, no, I do have it. Actually, no, I have it hooked on a buzz bait. I had this rigged up for a tournament that I was gonna use, and I didn't need to bring it out, so it just sits in there. And then I got some next to my Draper frogs. These Stanley frogs are my favorite. $2.99 for like a 5-pack, which is a very good deal. These things sink head first and got a nice buoyant foot, and they I got 2 colors, so Sugar Crawl and Green Pumpkin. Looks like my camera's about to die, but that's my tackle box. That's what I use. And then of course I got the Skinny Dippers. Got them in Green Pumpkin, White, and June Bug. And that's my tackle box.